Nino, Nino Divinity, man, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hope you all having a great day. You know what I'm saying? If not, put the trust in God. You know what I'm saying? Simple. But I want to talk about how I just quit my job because of spiritual warfare, and I want to kind of talk about, I guess, that process. It was eating at me for a minute because you got a job, you got finances, you got responsibilities. So it's like that's what kind of keeps you in bondage at a job. But it comes down to like I couldn't, fight the fact that shit was going against my spirit. And my spirit, my soul comes first. God comes first. Just that simple. And I would put that out to anybody out there that your soul comes first. And when you're doing stuff you feel like you're going against your soul, that's when you gotta cut it off cold turkey, because it's like you at war with yourself. And it's me going there like every day, it was getting harder and harder. Like I had plans. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna finish, I'm gonna quit in 2 months. I was telling myself that I'm gonna quit in 2 months. And I'm like, dang, I can't do that. I can't withstand 2 months here. It just continued, the deadline continued to get shorter and shorter. So it went from 2 months to 2 weeks. And then it went from 2 weeks to like, yo, I'm out. It was like 4 days after, I'm like, I'm out. And I think it's just symbolic of the spirit, telling me like, yo, the money is not worth it. None of this shit is worth your soul being attacked. And the past year I learned, like, I know when I'm not welcome somewhere. I know when people don't want me where I'm at. Environment don't want me there. And that's what I was going through at that job. It was like they didn't want me to be working there no more, but they didn't have nothing to fire me. You know what I mean? So it was like they was doing everything to make it a hard time for me. And a little background, I work at a casino. Like I basically worked at a casino, and online casino, like online dealer thing, like DraftKings. I was in DraftKings. So that was my job. It was an easy job in a sense because I enjoy, like seeing people make money. I enjoy, numbers, gambling, things of that nature, so it was easy in the sense of, the job task. But the warfare came in the energy at the place, the work environment. The energy in the work environment was the attack. Wasn't necessarily the task of the job. So like, there's many levels that come to it that it was like hitting me on, like from sexual energy to just I can feel that they don't want me here. And the reason they didn't want me there was because I knew everything. Like, for all the people out there that's spiritual and with God, it's like I knew everything. I knew y'all ain't want me there. I knew the company was on bull crap. I knew the way y'all was paying me wasn't real. Y'all wasn't saying the truth about how y'all was paying. Like, all these things I knew, because at the end of the day, it always shows itself. The truth always comes to light, they say. And I started to voice these things at the job. Like I started to voice it to other, you know, coworkers. And that's when I started to realize that the higher ups at the job didn't want me to be there. Like, and they was doing everything in their power to make it hard for me and at the same time never showing their face, you know? That's the funny part. Like, they never showed their face. You know, they'll use other people, you know, in different positions to do their dirty work. But it was the higher ups, you know, that was doing it. And like I said, I knew everything, man. You know, from it being, you know, quite racist, to be honest, you know, but all in all, you know, I was in that position and my soul was speaking to me. You know, my soul was speaking to me like, yo, leave, my nigga, leave this motherfucker. You dig me? And like I said, I had responsibilities. I got rent, you know, normal American motherfucking things. So I'm like, I gotta do 1 more week. I gotta do 2 more weeks. And my soul like, no, you can't do shit. Like, it was crazy how my soul was really talking to me and telling me to leave. And it was truly spiritual warfare, you know. It wasn't, it's the simplest way to put it. When you like one with God and one with the higher, you know, higher source, higher power, we go through spiritual warfare. And I guess I'm just wanting everybody out there, like, don't ever be at a place that you don't feel they want you there and your soul is telling you to leave. Do not, because I felt like I was there too long, you know? I feel like I should have been quit. Like, as soon as I got it, I should have, you know, and that's something I'm learning as, you know, I grow and, you know, walk my journey is, you know, nigga, when you feel it, then do it. You know, trusting is a faith in God, because it's like, you know, like, I already know, you know, we already know. And the whole job of the world is to make us not know or make it seem like we don't know. But I already know. And that's where the war with myself became. That's where it started, because it's like, I know I gotta leave this job, but I'm like, let me get 1 more check, you know? And I just kind of want to be an example to anybody out there, like, do not do that. Do not do that, yo. Do not stay at a job for the check. 1 more check, 1 more nothing. You feel it, remove yourself from the environment. You dig me? And, you know, I think it exposes the American kind of capitalist type of, you know, setup. Because this is my 2nd job I ever worked in my whole life. And it brought me to the realization I'm not supposed to work. So like, when y'all, like, I see them videos out there, you know, saying, oh, you know, chosen, you're not supposed to work. We're not supposed to work. Like, it's just really that simple. But it's a journey you got to go through to find out, because at the end of the day, you need money, or money is needed in order to live. And just allow God to kind of guide me to the money, instead of me, you know, putting myself in a bondage. You know, these workplaces is a bondage, especially when you in an environment and you're forced to be around certain energies. Like I said, the last year I had a lot of learning lessons in the environment. You know, your environment is very, very important in your development. You know, it's like, think about like a plant. Hey, loud as shit, hold on. My head hit a U-turn. But like, think about a plant. You know, if it's a bad environment, like bad humidity, you know what I'm saying, bad temperatures, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to grow. It's not going to grow. So I feel like as people, we are very, very similar to plants. And when you in an environment where it's nothing but low vibration, it's nothing but sexual energy, it's nothing but people trying to stop you from being your higher self, you have to remove yourself. You know, that's the difference between us and plants. You know, a plant, you know, it don't got the power to remove itself from the environment. You know, we as God's people, God's chosen people, that's the power he gives us. You know, like, yo, remove yourself. And like I said, I just quit my job because of spiritual warfare, and I would do it every time. I would never work another job. That's how I feel. The turmoil that it brings is not worth the money. And I just put that energy out there to everybody to trust in the process of figuring it out more than anything. Figuring out how to be self-sufficient and be one with God. That's really it. It ain't really about even being worried about being self-sufficient. It's about being one with God. So all in all, shout out to everybody out there that's like me. And I'm giving y'all the energy to get through this shit just like I got through this shit. And I'm giving y'all the energy to stay true to it. You feel me? And know that we are the vessels that's gonna change this world. It's just that simple, because, you know, working in that environment, I'm just looking at everybody around me. And I'm like, you know, I'm looking at y'all differently after this. You know? Like, y'all tolerating it. Like, y'all tolerating it, you know? But to each his own. And like I said, shout out to everybody out there similar. And I'm Nino Divinity, man. I just wanted to put that out there. You know, don't ever be at a job just to be at a job, bro. You know what I mean? Don't ever do that shit, yo. I really mean that shit. Don't ever be in a place that you feel they don't want you there. You don't belong, you know? Don't ever submit yourself to that. Because, like, truly it hurts more than just you. You know? It hurts a lot. You know, that's why I learned, like, it don't just hurt me. You know, I'm going through the pain, but, you know, it's hurting the people that love me, you know? So, yeah, man, don't ever do none of that, you know? Divine light will always get you right. Me and Nino, I'm out.